this town preying on poor women, and the Gotham police stand twiddling their thumbs.
Your evening attire, sir.
That was not the suit. I need Alfred. I mean to rid Gotham of the Ripper. He's a skilled hunter, and he's just getting started.
You're studying me.
You're a fascinating subject.
I'm not just another pretty face.
Hi, this is Marc Morrell for ToonBarn. We're at DC in DC, a huge event for DC Comics, and we're talking about Gotham by Gaslight, which is a world premiere here in Washington, DC. And I'm talking to Bruce Greenwood, who plays Batman.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here.
So how does it feel to go under the cowl for the second time in about 8 years?
Was it 8 years? Was Under the Red Hood 8 years ago? Way too long. Way too long. No, I'm ready. Now I'm ready. It's great to be back. It's great to be back, yeah.
All right, so in this one...
We could do them more quickly, you know?
Yeah, that would be nice, huh? So in this one, obviously it's the 1800s. Batman doesn't have as many gadgets and computers and all that. Mm-hmm. He's got to do everything with his intellect. So what is that like for you playing the more intellectual Batman?
Well, for me, of course, it was tricky with the intellect because they had to have that brought in. So, it's a lot of fun. You know, the script was really fun to work on, and Bruce is just such a great guy to have in the booth, and Gary likewise. They're always helping and helping you tweak things here and there. So it was great.
So had you read that comic prior to doing this job?
Well, it was originally a book, right? Right. And that I was unfamiliar with, but then when I was asked to participate, and I went back and read everything I could get my hands on.
So for the fans that are not familiar with Under the Red Hood, what do you think they'll respond to on an Elseworlds Batman and hearing your voice?
Well, I think I hope they respond to the environment. You know, the turn of the century. It's Gotham City that's about to have this huge World's Fair, and then it suddenly gets dark when the Ripper starts targeting these defenseless women throughout the city. And it's very Gothic, it just feels the dark feel is like it's a period dark, which is really spooky.
Now, for you as a comic book reader, do you like digital or paper?
I like paper. Yeah, I guess because I grew up with paper, and I think the first comics that I read was Mad Magazine. I was just died for Mad Magazine. And, the folding covers and everything, and Sergio Aragonés, the Margin comics, all that. I was just nuts for that. My parents could not figure out why I like it. And it's a smart mag, right? And they would just look at it and, why are you spending your allowance on that nonsense, Well, because it's not nonsense.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to this premiere, and I want to thank you for joining us on ToonBarn.
Me too, because I haven't seen it.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay.
Cheap paper with no watermark. The hand is that of a man with some education disguised to look like a man with none. Jack targets destitute women. When the voiceless cry out, no one hears.
He's been in Star Trek films. You saw him as Gil Garcetti in American Crime Story. I, Robot, Young Justice, he's Batman there. He was Batman in Batman Under the Red Hood. And in this building, special significance, he was one of the stars of The Post. Yeah! Say hi to the screen. Variations on your Batman, especially this steampunk Batman?
I think this one was, without realizing this one was quite different, because what I'd kind of forgotten until I'd seen it when I saw it for the first time tonight was that there's a lot of Bruce Wayne just being a guy with his heart out, Mm-hmm. And I thought you guys did a great job of really humanizing him. And quite often it kind of takes a back seat to the Batman. I really enjoyed that. Also, I was really happy to learn that you went with version of Bruce Wayne coming out of the prison and adopting an Irish accent. Bruce can pull it out of the bag. And we've never worked together. I enjoyed working with you, not working with you. Because we never met, right? And then you
meet him, join him.
You know, it's really fun.
Yeah. It really was a lot of fun.
So you've played Batman in 2 films and a TV series. You've played the President of the United States in 3 films.
A few times, yeah.
Which was the best game?
Well, if we're going to make another one, the Batman did. Love the pit in the asylum. I just found that really, and visually, you know, when the Ferris wheel goes over, you just.
It was Bruce Timm as Michael Bay for a second.
Yeah.
Get off the street. Now!